Afternoon. First, I want to start by apologizing for two things. One, for our late start, and secondly, for the smallness or the size of the meeting room. We actually all know that this meeting is an emergency one, so we didn't have enough time to plan and get a bigger venue. When we tried getting a bigger venue, it wasn't possible. Most places are already fully booked. And this was the best we could knock off. So please, pardon us. I would want to start by making a few remarks, after which I'll hand over the mic to the Secretary who will conduct the rest of the meeting. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, you will recall that on Friday, 4th April 2025, the Supreme Court did justice by holding that the confirmation of Barrister Abure by the Court of Appeal was wrong and illegal. It is therefore with a great sense of relief, gratitude to Almighty God, and utmost responsibility to Nigerians alike that I am happy to communicate that the consequence of the decision of the Supreme Court of Nigeria is that the Labour Party can now start on its journey for a rebirth. This momentous decision of the Supreme Court is noteworthy as it marks an auspicious moment in the history of our dear party, where truth, integrity, responsible leadership are given legal validation, thereby setting the tone for the rebirth of the Labour Party to push forward with its avowed principles to its members and the country at large. It is indeed a triumph for the rule of law, good governance, and for all who stand for the truth and sincerity of purpose in seeing that those with the best interests for our dear party and country are allowed to validly proceed accordingly. May I use this opportunity, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to express our collective gratitude to all party members and Nigerians at large for standing firm with the caretaker committee that was instituted many months ago, last year in Umuahia. They believed that a new Labour Party with a breath of fresh air is possible, and we still believe that a new Labour Party is possible. While celebrating our well-deserved victory, I would like to reiterate that some of the foundation stones of this great party of ours are unity, team spirit, social justice, and reconciliation. The Apex Court has rightly delivered its judgment, and it is time for all to sheath their swords. I therefore call on all party members, whether aggrieved by the decision of the Supreme Court or not, to set aside their grievances and ambitions and come join us to build a party that will stand with the ordinary Nigerian, and a party that would ensure that the gains of democracy are available to every Nigerian. The time to make things right is now. The time to build a vibrant opposition is now. Nigeria belongs to all of us, and we have the duty to look at the big picture in spite of any venal or personal dreams or aspirations or even ambitions. It is my hope that this victory will be the threshold for the birth of a new, resilient, and people-centric Labour Party. I also want to thank the judiciary once more and Nigerians for standing firm in the face of challenges, thereby renewing our faith in democracy and the future of Nigeria. We call on the immediate past NWC members, all Labour Party men and women, both at home and in diaspora, and the obedient movement worldwide to kindly join hands with us to rebuild our party and rebuild democracy in Nigeria. I would want to seize this opportunity to say a sentence or two about the primaries for gubernatorial election to take place in Anambra State. I want to announce that the Anambra primary election is being reviewed by those concerned, and at the end of the day, we'll let everyone know what our decision is. May God bless the Labour Party. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. God bless you.
The Chair of the National Caretaker Committee of Labour Party, Your Excellencies, Dr. Peter Obi, I said Your Excellency Dr. Peter Obi, presidential candidate and very hopefully the president in the next dispensation. Permit me to stand on all other protocols. I don't even need 2 minutes. The President of Congress, Nigeria Labour Congress, asked me very, very impromptu to represent him here. I was sitting with him, he just said, the former president is going to represent me. I said, okay. But I just want to draw our attention that this time around, let us not toe the line of failure again. Please, and the only way we can be able to be sure we win and win in total is for us to look very closely to any loophole that will make us fail. And therefore, every inch of the requirements of the law we must look at in taking decisions so that at the end of the day we will not be faltered. Luckily, the Supreme Court judgment is something that is very glaring and clear. It is left for us now to move towards legality, take care of whatever legal requirements, and we are done. I wish us every success, and I do believe that we are going to succeed. Thank you very much.
All right. It is very pleasing to witness the fact that once in a while, our courts do give what we consider the right judgment. However, the justice system is designed to always and forever give the right judgment, not to selectively give the right judgment. This is instructive. We are not forgetting the judgments of the 2023 presidential election, which, as far as we are concerned, Labour Party won. So I repeat, justice is meant to be consistent. Justice is meant to be always and forever, not just when it is convenient. However, the little that they are given, we appreciate, and we hope they will continue. My leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there used to be a party, a mammoth, that said it was going to misrule Nigeria for 60 years. Today, that party is not only a department, it is a detachment of another party. There was a party that was reduced to one state. They used religion, they used the other realm, they used ethnicity, they used everything, and they bounced back. And they have been misruling Nigeria with impunity greater than those. Stand firm, stand with the truth. Learn from history and do not be afraid. Right now, there is no space for anybody in that misruling party. And they have destroyed the opportunity for anybody to contest in that old party that wanted to misrule for 60 years. What does that leave us with? Labour Party. Don't ever underestimate who you are. Don't ever underestimate what you have. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourselves. I've been saying this. Do not be scared. The appointments they are making are fake. The appointments they are making are illegal. the paraphernalia of governance that they're enjoying, spending our money, destroying our country, is only but for a limited time. Do not be scared. Believe in yourselves. The saying goes that there may be another movement. You know, I'll not hide it. Let us see it. Labor is there. Labor is the only option. And that, like I said, in 2022 and 2023, there was only one party that was conditioned to win the elections, and Labour Party won the election. What happened? Of course, they switched off IREV, they changed the meaning of English language, and they bent our constitution. And I remain by what I said. This serving government remains questionably constitutional. And of course, I will not forget my able chairman, Senator Nenadi. The high point of her speech is that she is extending a hand of friendship and brotherliness to whoever is aggrieved. Labour Party will continue to do that. Embrace and embrace, because you cannot go into that old party. You are wasting your time. It's a detachment. You cannot go into APC because there is no space for anybody. Instead, what is happening, they will realize there is no space for anybody anywhere. The only option continues to remain Labour Party. At the right time, I will say more. Thank you very much.
Dr. Alex John. Your Excellency, the former governor of Anambra State and presidential candidate of Labour Party in the 2023 general election, Mr. Peter Obi, CON, your Deputy Senator Dati Baba Ahmed, National Chairman of the Caretaker Committee, Senator Esther Nenadi Osman, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, Engineer Ikechukwu Emeto, who is celebrating his birthday today. The Speaker, Abia State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Emmanuel Ihoma Emerowa. Please permit me to use you to recognize all members of our different houses of assembly, including the Deputy Speaker, Abia State House of Assembly. Let me use distinguished Senator Victor Ume to reach out to all our senators, both serving and retired, that are seated here. I'd like to recognize the Secretary of the Caretaker Committee, distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha, the leader of the House of Reps Caucus, Honorable Ogene. Let me use you to reach out to your colleagues, both serving and retired. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all our governorship candidates and other candidates of Labour Party who are here, I want to welcome you and thank you for finding time to be here in person. I, on behalf of all of you, accept the apologies of the chairman of the Caretaker Committee. I think she may have been overwhelmed because the time I checked, I understood that the register said there will be no more than 40 or 50 people here. But then I think the interest that has been shown on the Labour Party itself and then the judgment that was passed last Friday got a lot of people here. So I want to accept your apologies, and I know you're a woman of excellence. I want to say, like I had said before, that it is a welcome relief that the Supreme Court gave the judgment that they gave on Friday, whose certified true copy just arrived minutes ago, the 48 paper. The 48-page document was very clear in saying that it is all of you seated here that constitute the leadership of the party. I also want to make the point that we are law-abiding people. We sat on the 4th of September 2024 in Umuahia, where we unanimously elected a 29-member caretaker committee. Shortly after that exercise, our brothers on the other side went to court and got a judgment that pronounced them the leaders of the party. If we were not law-abiding, we would have started dragging the office. But we all said, since there was a court judgment, let us follow the process. And the process ended on Friday. We expected that everybody who actually wants the survival and the progress of democracy in Nigeria and that of Labour Party would have accepted that judgment. In any case, you don't have a choice, because Supreme Court is the final arbiter in matters like this. So you may not like the judgment, but you must obey the judgment. Anybody who is doing anything else is constituting himself into a law by himself. Now, I like the tone of the speech that was made by our national chairman. And instead of being aggressive like they have been, threatening people with expulsion and suspension, she called on all of them to come back so that we can all sit down and rebuild this party. Those who have their ears, please, I would like to join our national chairman in appealing to them. There is no need fighting. I had sat with Mr. Bure last year, and I asked him, I said, what do you really want? And he said he didn't want anything. I said, okay, I can speak to my leaders, and you can become a BOT chairman. I offer that with their approval. Or if you want to still lead this party, let's go through the process. Go and purchase a form when the process starts, and if you win, you return as chairman. But I also gave him some pieces of advice. I said, if I were you, I wouldn't want to lead people who wouldn't want me to lead them. So if you come into this kind of room and I present myself and I said I want to be your chairman, and you say you don't want me to be, there is no way I can impose myself. So we are still extending the olive branch to him and those in the former National Working Committee to sheath their sword. There's no need fighting. They will just be delaying the doomsday, because it will still happen. The process of setting up a National Working Committee starts from the ward. You go through ward congresses, local government congresses, state congresses, zonal congresses, and then you now elect delegates that will go for the national convention. You cannot start, if you want to build a 3-story building, you cannot start from the 3rd floor. You must start from foundation. So, and I'm sure that our experienced caretaker committee members will do the right thing at the appropriate time. They are not interested in leading the party. All they are interested in is midwifing those that will lead the party. And I know we heard this discussion. They don't have any interest other than ensuring that our party remains strong. So on this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me congratulate all of you for remaining firm and resolute, for also respecting the rule of law, for not taking the law into your hands. And our party, the rebuilding of our party starts today. I want to also commit that I will stand by the caretaker committee. I will support them anyhow I can to ensure that the process is completed in no distant future so that our party can take off. Thank you very much for listening. God bless you.
To bring to the microphone, to speak to this brand new, reinvented, progressive Labour Party of Nigeria. His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi.
Please be seated. Please be seated. Please be seated. Your Excellency,
I want to welcome you and thank you for finding time.
our chairman, whom all of us agreed to,
On behalf of all of you,
distinguished Senator Donadi,
the chairman of
Your Excellency, the performing governor of Abia State, my own brother, Dr. Alex Oti, and the birthday boy, the deputy governor. Birthday boy, you know you're now responsible for after this meeting. Now you put them today. Abia must feed us today. Distinguished and our vice presidential candidate, distinguished Senator Dati Baba Ahmed. Distinguished senators, I can see a lot of them there, from Vikume to my brother, and of course, Moye, National House of Assembly members. I must come to apologize to you people sincerely, because I didn't like the way you were standing. But I take our apologies personally and on behalf of all of us. Other House of Assembly members, Mr. Speaker, you know, I'm sure that we have a voice vote here. NLC and TUC leaders, other stakeholders, because I can see all major stakeholders. I think everybody has spoken. What we did, and when Governor Oti spoke, I believe he spoke for both of us, in the sense that we discussed at length, consulted at length, and Governor Oti agreed to take this issue on with our boring. And I was surprised when I saw, when we met and he told me his reply, and when I started reading certain things about his private meeting and conversation in national newspaper, I was shocked. Sorry, it's not on a mission. I was shocked. But if you know me very well, I usually operate from point of weakness. It is better that people say you're weak, because it allows me to exhaust reason. You must exhaust reason before you fight, before you ask anything. So we went to court, and I'm sure you know I've followed court in this country deliciously. I'm the first governor to come through court, to come back from impeachment, and to change the electoral calendar in this country.
Forever.
So I believe in court process. And I share what my brother that said. In this case, the court has taken the rightful position. They've done the right thing. It is for all of us to go out. We are not saying we've won. Labour Party won. The future of Labour Party is that any party that would have been a party of choice today in this country, if not for the delay and going through that process, it would have been Labour Party. But I assure you, it will be a party of tomorrow. Some have speculated all sorts of things. Some have even said, oh, he has left Labour Party. Some of us are on our way out. Some of us are on our way this. Let me assure you, we are Labour Party members. I have never discussed with any other party. We are going to discuss with anybody. We'll discuss it jointly from our house at the Labour Party. No party will tell you that they've seen me discussing with them. And like I always say, Governor, we would sit down and discuss. Everybody, leadership, stakeholders will say, we want to be part of this. It is not P2B's choice. It is choice of everybody. We must move and do everything we are doing as a family, because we're choosing to be family. And this family does not exclude anybody. Like Governor has said, let's do the right thing. Let's go and do from ward to local government, to state, to zone, come and do it nationally. Everybody is free to contest. Everybody is free to. By the time the caretaker comes out with whatever they want, everybody is free. Nobody is excluded. And we'll ensure fairness. We want to build a party that will be fair, a party that will be just, a party that people can look at and say, this is how this party is. We want to go into the next election knowing fully well that we're offering Nigerians the best of people and competent people for House of Assembly, for House of Rep, for Senate, for Governor, for any level of election. So we want to be ready. We want to correct even mistakes we made in the past, because they were mistakes. So we need to correct it. We are going to be sure that whoever wants to contest House of Rep, House of Assembly now, will be a Labour member, not on transit, not passing by. We want to be sure that those who go to House of Rep are not passed by. They are members of our party, and they are competent, and they will stand with the party, because we want to be a party of ideology, not a party where you just elect people and they become whatever goes on. And I thank those who stood, especially my brother there, at the time, even if you were a lone voice, be alone.
Thank you, sir.
We must have senators who agree with us. That is what we want. Even if we go and fail, we'll fail. But it is better to fail being right than be on the side of wrong. That is what we want. And we're going to do that for Nigeria. Do not fear anybody. Those who feared yesterday had not done it better. We must speak when things are wrong. Nigeria is collapsing. Anybody can say anything. The numbers are clear. The indices are clear. Very clear. More and more people are poorer. If you want, go to your village. The people who are begging now are no longer, there are even people who are that are no longer people who used to feed and I'm begging. Even in this hotel. Every time I enter this hotel now, I see people who are telling me, Oga, I just came to Abuja, I can't go back. In this hotel. So that shows you, these are where I used to come here. People say, Oga, will you drink? Come and eat. Come and do this. Nobody's offering me anything now. They're asking me to bring something. That shows how bad it is. When you now see somebody with alcohol telling you, I can't go back. You see, they don't enter anybody. So let us know that things are difficult, things are bad. It is time for all of us to come together. I thank those of you who are doing very well, and let us stand together and ensure that the right things, starting from our party, are done. So chair and leaders, I must thank all of you. Thank our performing governor.
Yes, sir.
Thank all those who are here for their contribution, for their support and everything. I know that Dottie came back for this. Some of the senators, Ogene and Co. and everything. I heard you've been removed as caucus leader. I said I didn't see your replacement here. So I think we have our own minority chief whip and everything. So we thank everybody. Let us remain firm as a family. We have a lot of work to do. Let's go and face that work and do it justly. Loving each other. If there's anybody who has shown us hatred, let's show them love. We can't reply with this thing. So we must extend love to everybody. We must be part of everything that is happening. We must remember that families do disagree and reconcile and move on as a family. So let us call whatever has happened the past. Let's march on the future, assuring that we will get to where we're going. Labour Party, Labour Party, that is where we're going to go. Thank you and God bless all of you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, before the next item, His Excellency the Chairman Abia would like to make a brief intervention. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency, I just wanted to bring us all to speed about the certified true copy of the judgment that was just released not too long ago, signed by Honorable Justice John Okoro Enyam. Like I said, it's a 48-page document. From page 47. So by the time you finish listening to this, all the manipulations and the lies would take flight. The three issues submitted for determination, and I'm quoting, are hereby jointly resolved in favor of the appellants. And the appellants are Distinguished Senator Esther Nenade Osman and Distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha. It goes further. In summary, both the trial court and the court below had no jurisdiction to entertain the suit of this first respondent. Whitman Relief, and first respondent is Abure. Whitman Relief, as they both rightly observed, was inserted as relief number 5, as though it was an appendage Consequent upon the foregoing, the decisions of both trial courts and the court below, recognizing Barrister Julius Abure as the national chairman of the first respondent, are hereby set aside, and suite number FHC is hereby struck out for want of jurisdiction. In the same vein, the first respondent's cross appeal in appeal number being an offshoot of the same judgment of the court below is hereby dismissed. Before I am done, may I admonish political parties and their members to endeavor to always allow their constitutions, rules, regulations, and guidelines to guide them in choosing their officers as well as candidates. That way, incessant internal rifts, which always find their way to court, will be reduced. If the constitution of a political party has prescribed duration for tenure of office of an officer, such officer should be humble enough to live at the expiration of the tenure. In the final analysis, I find this appeal to be meritorious and is hereby allowed. Parties shall bear their respective course. Appeal allowed in very, very clear sentence. Signed, John Enya Okuru, Justice of the Supreme Court. Need we say more?
No. Thank you.
Further,
Labour Party.
Further to this, now that we have received and seen this and heard this, we have further condition that the leaders of this party, the elected members and major stakeholders, we're going to leave from here to INEC to go and submit this document. So that we can start the process. Because we have exhausted the reason. We will go there now, all of us from here today, and say, here is the document from court. This is our own resolution. So can we now start process of rebuilding with your recognition, so that nobody gives us the excuse tomorrow? Speaker.
Movement to INEC. There's an item. Okay, sir.
From the script read by His Excellency Governor Oti, I want to draw our attention to something that is politically going on in Nigeria now, and it is deeply instructive. We should reflect on this. Labour Party scored 10 million votes plus, reduced to 6.1 million. Now that the political climate is in search of so-called another platform, the only platform they should be talking about, besides those that I had earlier mentioned, should be Labour Party, not another party that scored nothing close to 100,000 votes. We should hold this, we should use this. Labour Party is the party to be in. I mean, why bring in a party that has no governor, no senate, is it? Something like that. And a lot less than 1 million votes. Why? If you ask, is there something about Labour Party that they are afraid of? Yes. Is there something in Labour Party that they don't want Nigerians to enjoy? Yes. Is there certain goods that and positive changes that Labour Party will bring to Nigeria? Yes. And they really, really want to avoid it. Now that we're back on course, please hold this instructive argument. We are the ones with the votes that was reduced to this. So if anybody is looking for any other platform, it is Labour. And don't let this go, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
I want us to note two important dates in what we are doing before I move the motion. On the 4th of September last year, following the expiration of the tenure of the former leaders of this party, we gathered in Omahia at the invitation of the statutory members of the National Executive Committee of Labour Party, those surviving at the time when the tenures of others expired. And with other stakeholders that attended, the statutory members of NEC surviving, led by Dr. Alex Oti, did appoint a national caretaker committee for Labour Party on that 4th of September. While they took off to start their work, the former leaders went to court to obtain an order of court to stop INEC from de-recognizing Abud as the chairman. That was when the clock was put on the wheel. And fortuitously, with divine intervention, on the 4th of April, 4th again, we started on the 4th. They stopped us from moving forward. On the 4th of April again, the Supreme Court removed the wage and removed recognition of Abure as national chairman of Labour Party. So we are starting again. We are moving again with the authority of the decision of the Supreme Court rendered on another 4th of April. Following from that judgment, therefore, 4th of April, yes, that was when the Supreme Court cleared the way again. That's to show that God's hand in it. It started on the 4th, and the door was opened again on the 4th. So nothing will close this door again in the mighty name of God. So following this decision of the Supreme Court, which has been read out to us in very clear and unambiguous terms, the other claimant to that office has ceased to be the national chairman of Labour Party. Therefore, I, Senator Victor Ume, representing Anambra Central Senatorial District, a member of the Labour Party of Nigeria, hereby stand up to move a motion that this meeting again, comprising the statutory members of NEC, led by Alex Oti, and all of us, the stakeholders, led by Mr. Peter Obi, hereby move that this House hereby ratify the Executive Committee, led by Senator Dr. Nenadi Usman, as the authentic leaders of this party, and mandate them to continue with the processes halted after the 4th of September last year mandate, to go on and conduct congresses from the world, local government, state, zonal, and the national convention to set up our party one more time towards the road to progress and sufficient strength to assert its position in Nigeria. I so move. Thank you very much.
The Speaker, Abia State House of Assembly, to
My name is Emmanuel Emeruwa. Right Honorable. The Speaker of Abia State House of Assembly, a member of Labour Party and representing Aba South State Constituency, Abia State, do hereby second the motion moved by Senator Victor Ume to rectify the leadership of Senator Esther Nenadi, led executive, to conduct all its congresses and the National Convention as moved or as established on the 4th of September 2024, and also recognized by the Supreme Court on the 4th of April 2025, as seconded.
Thank you. May I now invite
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, having heard the motion and the secondment, I hereby put the question, and it will be by voice vote. First of all, is there any objection? No. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. All right, I won't go the way of some. The ayes have it. Thank you.
Committee, the LP National Assembly and State Assembly caucuses, and the members of Obedient Movement and entire Labour Party members to be tabled by Right Honorable Ogene and will be seconded by the NLC President, represented by Comrade Omar.
Labour Party, forward ever. Your Excellencies, let me stand respectfully on the already established protocols. In spite of the chicanery of 2 days ago, I, Victor Afam Ogene, representing Ogbaru Federal Constituency, but in this instance, with the full weight and support of members of the House of Representatives Caucus, Labour Party, rise to move a motion, and I so do, that this assemblage of NEC members and stakeholders of our great party, the Labour Party, do move a motion, and I so move, for the passage of a vote of confidence on our leaders, especially Mr. Peter Obi, the LP 2023 presidential candidate, the governor of Abia, our own performing, Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, the National Caretaker Working Committee of the party, led by distinguished Senator Nenadi Esther Usman, the Labour Party National and State Assemblies caucuses, members of the Obedient Movement and family, and the entire membership and faithful of our great party, strewn all over the corners of Nigeria and in the diaspora, that will move this motion for their leadership, commitment, loyalty, solidarity, and further growth of the party. I so move.
Thank you very much.
Great party, Your Excellencies. There's no way I can be able to repeat the motion, but I, Comrade Abdul Wahid Ibrahim Omar, do hereby second the motion as moved. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Excellencies. Having heard the motion and having also heard from Comrade Omar, who seconded the motion, I hereby put the question. First of all, is there anyone who is opposed to this motion? Okay. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The National Convention of the party, I think the item is overtaken by event. We'll move to the AOB and stakeholders interactive town hall meeting. And I've been asked to
that certain persons were allowed to inflict incalculable damage on this party. But I see the wisdom of our...
Who is the Deputy Minority Whip of the 10th House of Representatives. I will invite him to make a brief intervention.
Thank you. Our leader, the leader of the Labour Party.
Freedom come. Freedom come by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come.